still keep a box of memories hidden underneath my bed, full of words I couldn't tell you, things I wish I would have said. Every letter starts with I miss you. Every line is soaked in pain, 'cause I wrote them in the silence when I thought you'd come again. I poured my heart on paper, 'cause my voice felt far too weak. And maybe if I mailed them, you'd remember how we speak. These are the letters I never sent, all the love I never gave, frozen pieces of a heartbreak that I tried so hard to save. You'll never read the words I wrote on the nights I couldn't sleep. These are the letters I never sent, but they're the ones that cut the deepest in me. There's a page about the first time that you held my shaking hand, one about the dreams we painted, one about the life we planned. And the ink grows sharp and shaky as the pages start to tear, 'cause that's where I wrote of losing you when you weren't even aware. I begged the paper for an answer, for a way to make you stay, but no letter can rebuild a heart that's already walked away. These are the letters I never sent, all the words I couldn't say, like how you were my everything and how I lost myself that day. You'll never feel the trembling hands that wrote down who I used to be. These are the letters I never sent, but they still find ways to haunt me. Maybe someday I'll burn them, let the ashes set me free. But for now they're all that's left of who we were, of you and me. Every tear stained folded corner holds a truth I can't erase. I was loving you in secret while you slowly slipped away. These are the letters I never sent, signs of love you'll never know. Every message to a memory I'm not ready to let go. I trace your name and faded like it's something I can't keep. These are the letters I never sent, and they're the words that make me weep. I walk through all the places where your laughter used to live. Every corner feels abandoned, like there's nothing left to give. The sunlight hits the memories and turns them into gray. Now I'm reaching for a moment that time keeps pulling away. I call your name in silence, but it echoes back in vain, 'cause the shadows of our yesterday are all that now remain. In the shadows of our yesterday, I'm still holding on to you, to the pieces of love that my heart can't undo. Every promise that we whispered still lingers when of our broken yesterday. I remember how you held me like the world was only ours, how we danced beneath the streetlights and made wishes on the stars. But the future didn't listen, and the dreams began to fall. Now I'm standing in the ruins of a love that knew it all. I keep searching for a reason for the way you slipped away, but the answers hide in shadows where your ghost still wants to stay. In the shadows of our yesterday, I'm still reaching for your hand, but I'm touching only memories I can barely understand. Every heartbeat feels like hurting in a place you used to stay. I'm drowning in the shadows of the love we lost today. If I could turn the darkness back into the light we knew, I would fight the fading moments just to spend one more with you. But shadows don't forgive us, and time doesn't let us choose. So I'm learning how to live here in the echo of our truth. In the shadows of our rain is tapping on the window, like it knows the way I feel. Every drop becomes a memory of a love that once was real. I've been staring at the shadow on the walls we used to share, and it hurts that in this quiet I can feel you everywhere. I keep hoping you'll come back here, walk right through the falling rain, but all I see are reflections of a heart that won't be saved. These tears on the window all that's left of you, falling like the promises we never followed through. I wipe them, but they keep returning like a name inside my veins. 'Cause letting go is harder than these tears on the window. I remember how you held me as the storms passed overhead. Now the silence feels much louder than the words we left unsaid. Every night I try to breathe you out from corners of my chest, but the pieces keep on bleeding from the places you once bled. The rain keeps drawing pictures of the moments we betrayed, and I'm drowning in the memory of the love that slowly frayed. These tears on the window pane are echoes of goodbye, breaking down in pattern. Only lonely hearts can cry. I wanna close the curtain, but I need the sky to know my pain. So I keep watching my reflection through these tears on the window pane. Voices on the window pane of the truth I couldn't speak. They tell the story of a love that fell apart inside a week. I try to hide the hurting, but the sky shows every stain. 'Cause I'm still losing you forever in these tears on the window pane. The hallway feels so different since the day you walked away. Every picture on the wall looks like it's starting to decay. There's a silence in the corners where your laughter used to live, and I'm sifting through the pieces of a love I couldn't give. I keep searching for the warmth that once lived beneath your skin, but the rooms are getting colder, 'cause you're never walking in. Now it's broken promises and empty rooms tonight, fading echoes of forever that we swore we'd hold on tight. Now just shadows in the gloom. I'm living with the haunting of broken promises, empty rooms. I still hear the quiet footsteps that you left inside my mind, like you're wandering the spaces that I'm terrified to find. I keep talking to the shadows as if they might answer back, but the truth sits like a heartbeat, broken down and turning black. I remember all the moments where we held a perfect dream, but dreams fall hard and quietly when love rips at the seams. Now it's broken promises and empty rooms that ache. Every door I close behind me is a reminder of the break. You once filled my world with color, now there's nothing left to bloom, just fading traces living in broken promises, empty rooms. If I could turn the hurt to healing, I'd repaint the world we knew. I'd rebuild every shattered vow. I'd still choose every part of you, but life won't rewrite the ending, and hearts don't cry in tune. So I'm learning how to stand here in the ruins of our truth. Now it's broken promises and empty rooms inside, where the echoes of your heartbeat used to hold me through the night. I'm fading with the memories that disappear too soon, left alone with nothing but broken promises, empty rooms. Your shadows in the doorway, like you left it there for me. a reminder of the moment you chose where you'd rather be. I can still hear every heartbeat that you didn't let me keep. Now the silence feels like thunder when I'm trying hard to sleep. I reach for you in memories, but they fade before I try. And all I'm left with now are echoes of your goodbye. Echoes of your goodbye still haunt these fragile walls. They whisper what we lost in every tear that falls. I hear you when it's quiet, like a ghost I can't deny. I'm living with the aching and the echo of your goodbye. You left behind your absence like a storm that never passed. Every room still feels unfinished, every breath feels like the last. I keep stumbling through the pieces of a love I couldn't save. And the truth is like a tremor every night your memory waves. I keep chasing after footprints in the places where you lie, but every step just leads me to the echoes of goodbye. Echoes of your goodbye still trembling in my chest. They hold the weight of every word you never once confessed. I try to outrun the hurting, but the pain stays close behind. I'm drowning in the shadow of the echoes of your goodbye. Yeah, I thought forever meant forever, but forever came undone. Like a promise lost to heartbreak, like a sky without a sun. If I could steal one final moment just to look you in the eyes, maybe then the truth would soften all the ways a goodbye dies. Echoes of your goodbye still echo through my soul. They're the reason I can't heal, they're the reason I can't let go. I'm holding on to nothing but the sound of losing time, still haunted by the breaking in the echoes of your goodbye. I can live with all the memories, even though they make me ache. I can live with all the pictures and the promises we'd break. But it's the quiet in the morning where your whisper used to be. It's the emptiness beside me where you once breathed into me. I try filling up the spaces, but they echo like a ghost. And in the ache of losing you, the silence hurts the most. 'Cause the silence hurts the most, more than any words you said, more than all the shattered moments lost between the love and dread. It's the quiet after heartbreak that reminds me you are gone, and the silence hurts the most when I'm learning to move on. I can handle all the heartbreak, even though it crushes slow. I can handle all the questions and the things I'll never know. But the nights you leave me lonely, with no message, no reply, are the nights I feel you fading, like a promise turned to life. If goodbye had a sound, it'd be the one that cuts so close. 'Cause after all you took from me, silence hurts the most. Yeah, the silence hurts the most, like a wound that won't repair, like a memory that lingers in the corners of the air. It's the quiet in the darkness, where your heartbeat used to be. And the silence hurts the most, 'cause you don't remember me. I'd rather hear you angry than hear nothing from your heart. 'Cause at least when someone's breaking, you can tell they've come apart. But this empty, cold indifference cuts much deeper than goodbye. It's the sound of you forgetting while I'm trying not to cry. And the silence hurts the most, more than losing all we planned, more than watching love unravel right beneath our trembling hands. I can feel you growing quiet, like a storm that never came. All the words we stopped from speaking still hang heavy in the frame. There's a distance on your shoulder where my head once used to rest. Now I'm reaching out for comfort from a heartbeat not impressed. I try to hold the moment, but it slips right through my hands. Love is fading like a photograph I can barely understand. I'm losing you in slow motion, like a sunrise turning gray. Every minute, every heartbeat, you're a little more away. I can see it in your silence and the things you never say. I'm losing you in slow motion, and it's breaking me each day. You don't touch me like you used to. There's no warmth behind your eyes. Every kiss feels like a memory, learning how to say goodbye. I keep hoping for a moment where you'll turn around again. But the love that once felt certain is now fading in the wind. I'm holding on to shadows of the way we used to be. But the harder I keep fighting, the more you slip from me. I'm losing you in slow motion, like a sunrise turning gray. Every minute, every heartbeat, you're a little more away. I can see it in your silence and the things you never say. I'm losing and it's breaking me each day. If goodbye had a heartbeat, this is how it starts to sound. Soft and cold and barely breathing, while it pulls you to the ground. And I wish that I could stop it, find the cracks and fill them in, but you can't revive a feeling that won't come alive again. I'm losing you in slow motion, like a fire losing light. And I'm standing here helpless as you're fading out of sight. You're a whisper in the distance where we used to burn so bright. I'm losing you in slow motion. One goodbye every night. I used to run to you for shelter when the world felt far too loud. You were quiet, warm and steady, like a lighthouse in the clouds. But the light I used to follow dimmed so slowly, painfully. And the home I found inside you is a place you took from me. Now I'm standing in the doorway of a love that didn't stay, and every step feels like a memory. You slowly walked away. You were my safe place, where my heart could finally breathe, where the storms outside grew quiet and I never felt the need to leave. But you turned into a stranger and I never saw the change. You were my safe place till you made it feel unsafe. You held all my broken pieces like you knew just what they meant. But somewhere in the healing, all your tenderness got spent. I kept reaching for your comfort, like a child lost in the dark. But your arms stopped reaching back, and it shattered me apart. I keep asking all the questions that your silence won't explain. How the safest place I knew became the root of all my pain. You were my safe place, where my heart could rest at night, where I didn't have to wonder if I'd ever be alright. But you let the walls collapse, left me standing in the rain. You were my safe place until you walked away. Maybe love is just a moment, and I held on for too long. Maybe safety isn't promised, even when it feels so strong. I would give the world to feel you like the way you felt before. But the place I used to run to doesn't live here anymore. You were my safe place, where I learned how to believe, where my heart found room to open and my fears found room to leave. Now the door is closed forever and I can't relive those days. You were my safe place, but I lost you anyway. I still set 2 plates on the table, even though it's only me these days. I still leave the light on in the hallway, hoping somehow you'll find a way. Your sweater's hanging on the chair, like it's waiting for you to come home. But silence fills the spaces where your laughter used to echo through the wall. Every memory cuts a little deeper. Every night reminds me you're not here. I'm falling apart in your absence, breaking a little more each day, trying to breathe through all this empty, but the hurt just won't fade away. You took the sun when you walked out and left the cold inside of me. I'm falling apart in your absence, and I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I replay our final moments, as if changing them could rewrite time. I still hear your footsteps in the kitchen, though they only exist in my mind. Your shadow lingers on the doorway, like a ghost that refuses to leave. And I keep whispering, please come back, but the only answer is to breathe. Every picture feels like it's bleeding. Every heartbeat feels like it's bleeding. I'm falling apart in your absence, breaking a little more each day, trying to breathe through all this empty, but the hurt just won't fade away. You took the sun when you walked out and left the cold inside of me. I'm falling apart in your absence, and I don't know who I'm supposed to be. Maybe love was never meant to last the way I dreamed it would. Maybe I held on too tightly, believing you felt what I thought you should. But the truth hits hard at midnight, when I lie awake and see the shape of your goodbye still lying in the empty space next to me. I'm falling apart in your absence, shattered pieces on the floor. Every day without you hurts just a little bit more. I keep holding on to moments, slip right through our hands. Every laugh and every heartbeat built a castle in the sand, but the tides came rolling in and washed it all away. Now I'm standing in the ruins, wishing love could stay. If only hearts could promise what words could never bind. Maybe we'd still have forever instead of memories left behind. If only love could stay, I'd hold you through the night. I'd fight the shadows creeping in and chase away the fright. If only love could stay, we'd never know this pain. But time and fate don't wait for hearts that wish love could remain. I still see you in the sunrise, hear your voice in the rain. Every place I turn reminds me I can't touch you again. I reach for all the promises we swore we'd always keep, but this silence is a canyon where our dreams fell far too deep. I whisper to the empty air, hoping somehow you might hear, but love can't linger forever. But now I'm left remembering every moment, every day, praying somehow in my heart that love could stay. If only love could stay, I'd never let you go. I'd hold the pieces of your heart, even when the cold winds blow. If only love could stay, we'd write a different story. But life moved on and took away the love we knew in glory. Walk through streets we used to wander. Every corner whispers your name. Even though you're gone forever, the world still feels the same. I hear your laughter in the echoes of the places we once knew. And every time I say your name, it pulls me back to you. No matter how far I wander, or how much time has flown, every word I speak reminds me your name still feels like home. Your name still feels like home, even though you're not around. It's the light in empty hallway, it's the comfort that I found through the nights of quiet sorrow, and the days I walk alone. I carry you inside me, 'cause your name still feels like home. I see your shadow in the sunlight, your smile in every street I know, every song on every radio seems to tell me you won't go. I try to leave the past behind me, but the heart remembers well. And every time I whisper softly, it's your name that casts the spell. No matter where the world may take me, or how far I roam, every thought I can't escape, your name still feels like home. Your name still feels like home, even when the nights grow cold. It's the warmth inside my memory, the hand I used to hold through the storm and through the silence, through the tears I've never shown. You linger in my heart forever, 'cause your name still feels like home. Maybe someday I'll stop longing, maybe someday I'll let go, but your name will keep me tethered to the love I used to know. Every step and every heartbeat leads me to where I belong. And no matter where I wander, your name still feels like home. Your name still. I walk these streets without you, barefoot in the ruins of our past. Every step reminds me softly of a love I thought would last. The walls we built together, no all crumble in the dust. And I keep chasing shadows of the one I used to trust. I touch the broken pieces, but they cut me every time. And every echo of your laughter feels like a cruel rhyme. Barefoot in the ruin where our dreams used to stand. I'm holding on to nothing, but nothing in my hands. Every memory still haunts me like a ghost I can't undo. I'm barefoot in the ruin, but the ruins lead to you. I still hear the soft reminders of the nights we stayed awake. Every promise turned to silence, every hope we couldn't save. The fire that once surrounded us now leaves a bitter cold. And I'm wandering through the ashes of the stories left untold. I try to find the pieces that can make me feel alive, but the ruins are a mirror of a love that didn't survive. Barefoot in the ruin where our laughter used to ring. I'm walking through the silence of a heart that cannot sing. Every shadow, every corner holds a whisper of our truth. I'm barefoot in the ruin of the life I lost with you. Maybe someday I'll move forward, maybe someday I'll be free, but the footprints that you left behind will always follow me. And though I try to leave them, I keep returning to the view of all the dreams that crumble. Barefoot in the ruins without you. Barefoot I walk through the empty rooms where your laughter used to live. Every picture, every shadow holds the love I couldn't give. Time tries to heal the wounds, but it can't erase the past. And I'm left with memories of a love that couldn't last. I tell myself to let you go, to leave the pain behind, but the heart remembers everything, even what the mind can't find. A heart that won't forget keeps your name inside. It holds the joy and sorrow of every tear I've cried. No matter how I try to move on or to forgive, a heart that won't forget keeps you alive as I live. I see you in the quietness, in the spaces in between, in the whispers of the evening, in the sunlight's gentle gleam. I try to speak your memory into the night's embrace, but the echoes never leave me, and I can't replace your play. Time may fade the colors of the world we used to know, but the heart will always treasure the love it can't let go. A heart that won't forget keeps you smile in the dark. It lights the broken pathways and leaves a subtle mark. holds the pieces of our time. Every word, every moment, every memory, every rhyme. No matter where I close my eyes and see us laughing in the sunlight of our younger days. No shadows on the walls between us, no tears to cloud the way. We danced through streets without a worry. Every heartbeat felt so free. But time has a way of changing what was meant for you and me. I long to turn back hours to the innocence we knew before the storms of life arrived and the love we had turned blue. What we were before the pain is a memory I can't replace. A love untouched by sorrow, a time I long to embrace. I reach for you in darkness, though I know it's just a dream. What we were before the pain is all that love can mean. I still hear your voice in whispers through the corridors of time. Every word a gentle reminder of a love that once was mine. But the world grew cold and quiet, and our hearts began to strain. Now I'm holding fading echoes of what we were before the pain. I try to find the moments that could heal the broken days, but the past is locked forever in its tender golden haze. What we were before the pain is a photograph in my soul. Every smile, every glance, every story left untold. I long to feel the warmth again of a love untouched by rain. What we were before the pain is what I'll always claim. Maybe someday we'll find it in another life, another place. The love we lost in silence, the smiles before the chase. But until then I'm haunted by the ache I can't explain, by the memory of the love we were before the pain. When we were before the pain is a light that never dies. It lives in every heartbeat and in every tear I cry. Though the world has changed our story and nothing feels the same, I'll carry in my heart forever what we were before the pain. The mornings feel so heavy since you've been gone from me. The coffee tastes like nothing, and the silence won't let me be. I reach across the empty sheets where you used to lie so close, but the space is cold and hollow, and it's only me who knows. I try to find the rhythm of a life without your touch, but every breath I take reminds me that I miss you just this much. I'm learning to breathe without you, step by step, day by day, finding strength in the echoes of the love that went away. It's hard to move forward when my heart's still in the past, but I'm learning to breathe without you, and slowly I'll make it last. I still hear your voice at midnight, softly calling out my name, but the shadows in the doorway can't bring back what's changed. I stumble through the memories like I'm lost inside a dream, trying to find the pieces of the love that used to be. I reach for hope in the darkness, even when it feels too small, and I keep reminding myself that I'll survive it all. I'm learning to breathe without you, step by step, day by day, finding strength in the echoes of the love that went away. It's hard to move forward when my heart's still in the past, but I'm learning to breathe without you, and slowly I'll make it last. Maybe someday I'll stop missing every trace of what we had. Maybe someday I'll forgive the heartbreak and not feel quite so sad. But until then, I'm moving slowly, learning how to stand, breathing through the emptiness that used to hold your hand. I'm learning to breathe without you, step by step. I'm finding me, piecing back the shattered pieces of the heart you set free. It's hard to move forward when my soul still feels the pain, but I'm learning to breathe without you, and maybe I'll love again. I watch the sun dip slow and wonder where you've gone. The words we said in part still linger with the dawn. Every corner of this city holds the echo of your name, and I keep asking in the silence why nothing feels the same. I fold up all our memories like letters in the rain, but I can't stop the questions or the ache that still remains. Where do all the goodbyes go when they leave the heart behind? Do they wander through the night or get lost inside the mind? I keep searching for the pieces of the love I used to know, but I'm haunted by the silence, and I wonder where goodbyes go. I still see your shadow fading in the corners of my mind. I still hear the words you whisper, even though they're left behind. Every goodbye feels like a river flowing somewhere out of reach. And I'm standing on the shoreline with no answer it can teach. I try to hold the fragments of what we had before, but the echoes of you leaving keep me searching for more. Where do all the goodbyes go when they leave the heart behind? Do they wander through the night or get lost inside the mind? I keep searching for the pieces of the love I used to know, but I'm haunted by the silence. And I wonder where goodbyes go. Maybe goodbyes just linger in the hearts that love too deep. Maybe they return as a memory when the nights are hard to sleep. Maybe someday I'll stop asking where they vanish, where they hide. But for now I keep the question burning quiet inside. Where do all the goodbyes go when they leave the heart behind? Do they drift into forever or vanish with the time? I keep searching for the pieces of the love I used to know, haunted by the quiet, still wondering where goodbyes go. I've packed away the photographs and folded all the letters too. The echoes of your laughter are quieter than they used to. I walk through empty streets at twilight, trying not to feel the pain. I'm almost healed, almost over you, but some memories still remain. I can breathe without you now, even though it cuts a little deep. And I can smile without you here, though the night still made me weep. Almost healed, almost over you. The pieces of my heart realign. I'm learning how to live again, but your shadow still crosses mine. Almost healed, almost over you. I'm finding space to start anew, but every time I think I'm free, I feel a ghost of you. The songs we love together play softly on the radio. I close my eyes and feel you, even though you'll never know. The wound is slowly closing, the pain is fading slow. I'm almost healed, almost over you, but the heart takes time to grow. I can touch the world again without the weight of your goodbye, but sometimes in the quiet I still wonder why. Almost healed, almost over you. The pieces of my heart realign. I'm learning how to live again, but your shadow still crosses mine. Almost healed, almost over you. I'm finding space to start anew, but every time I think I'm free, I feel the ghost of you. Maybe someday I'll forget the way you made me ache. between the past and moving through. I'm almost healed, almost over you, but not entirely, not yet, not true. I replay the moment often, though you never said a word. It was quiet, cold and heavy, like a truth I never heard. You were standing in the doorway, but your eyes were miles away. And I felt something inside you slip from me that final day. Funny how a heart can recognize what lips refuse to speak. I knew before you turned around, your love had grown too weak. That was the day you stopped loving me, when your touch lost all its fire, when the space between us widened like a bridge consumed by wire. I felt the distance in your heartbeat, like a fading melody. That was the day you stopped loving me, but it's a day I still repeat. There were signs I kept ignoring, little cracks beneath our feet. Every promise turned to silence, every smile felt incomplete. I kept begging for a reason, for a spark to bring you home, but you drifted like a stranger in a place we used to own. I try to hold the pieces of the love you used to feel, but sometimes losing someone means accepting what is real. That was the day you stopped loving me, when your eyes forgot my name, when you held me like a memory, too tired to stay the same. I felt the softness in your goodnight, for the cold uncertainty. That was the day you stopped loving me, but it's a wound that will not heal. I wish I could forget it, erase the moment from my chest, but the heart won't choose its memories. It holds on to what hurts best. If I could turn back one more hour, change the ending you believe, maybe love would still be living here instead of buried underneath. That was the day you stopped loving me, when forever lost its glow, when the future that we pictured faded quietly like snow. You walked out with all your reasons, left me here with mine to bleed. That was the day you stopped loving me, but I can't seem to let it leave. I've been tracing every shadow on the walls you used to lean, every laugh we left behind us feels so loud inside the stream. I keep reaching for your heartbeat, like it's something I could save, but the truth is hard and heavy. Love can't crawl out of its grave. Tell myself I'm healing, but the nights don't let me go. 'Cause every time I close my eyes, you're the only home I know. When the heart remembers, it breaks a little more. It opens up the wounds that time can't close anymore. I'm living with the echoes of a love that used to burn, and it hurts like hell to realize some souls just don't return. When the heart remembers, it always makes me hurt. I still hear you in the quiet, whisper soft like falling rain. Every corner holds a moment where we love without the pain. And I hate the way the memories keep pretending you're still here, but forgetting you completely is the one thing I can't bear. I swear I'm trying to move on, but the past won't set me free. 'Cause losing you is something that keeps happening to me. When the heart remembers, it breaks a little more. It opens up the wounds that time can't close anymore. I'm living with the echo of a love that used to burn, and it hurts like hell to realize some souls just don't return. When the heart remembers, it always makes me hurt. Oh, maybe someday I'll forgive myself for not holding on enough, for letting all our promises turn to ashes, turn to dust. But until the pain stops haunting me, until the night grows kind, I'll keep loving you in silence, in the corners of my mind. When the heart remembers, it bleeds like it's brand new. Another night, another hour, where the minutes turn to pain. I keep watching every shadow, like it might say your name again. I still leave the porch light burning, like you might come walking through. Even though the truth is heavy, midnight doesn't bring me you. Every heartbeat feels unanswered, every breath feels out of place. But I'm waiting on a memory just to see your fading face. I still wait for you at midnight, though I know you wanna ride. Still believing for a moment you might keep our love alive. I sit quiet in the darkness till my hope begins to die. 'Cause I still wait for you at midnight, and I don't even know why. The clock keeps turning circles, but my world just stays the same. There's an emptiness beside me, where you used to whisper my name. Sometimes I swear I hear your footsteps in the corners of my mind, but it's only my heart night reminds me gently you're not coming back to stay. I still wait for you at midnight, like the fool I never met, holding on to disappearing, like a letter never sent. I keep searching for the reason you let go without goodbye. Still I wait for you at midnight. Oh, though you've long left me behind. If love had one last moment, if goodbye had one more chance, I'd give anything to hold you, just to change our circumstance. But the truth is cold and certain, and the night won't lie to me. You're a memory I'm holding in a place you'll never be. Yet I wait for you at midnight, with a heart that's worn and torn, praying somehow losing you might not hurt as much by more. But each night the stars remind me love can fade but pain won't die. So I still wait for you at midnight, even though I know it's why I cry.